you want to melt hormone belly fat, this video is for you. Especially if you've had babies. I had 4 in 5 years. And if you're over 40. I have a lot of tips as a certified weight loss and hormone coach, but these are my top 4 tips. And some of the things I'm going to be talking about, most people do not talk about.
And for those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
I'm a certified hormone and weight loss coach, former RN, and also lost a husband to colon cancer. So I have dedicated my life to helping people get right with their body, their hormones, and their gut health, especially the mamas. My first tip, ladies, is how you intermittent fast. Not if you intermittent fast, but how you fast directly affects your hormones and how you lose weight. Ladies, do not fast like everybody else. So I'm gonna put you in 2 categories. One category is you're stressed out of your mind, you have high cortisol, like diagnosed high cortisol levels, adrenal fatigue, maybe PCOS, then you're gonna fast differently than the rest of the people, okay? Intermittent fasting is so good for your hormones and to help you go into a fat burning state. It's backed by so much research and it literally forces your body every day to tap into its stored fat for energy. It's gonna help keep your estrogen levels up. For you ladies that are in the perimenopause, postmenopause age group, when your estrogen and your progesterone tanks and you feel like crap, this is a really simple tip for you. Do you want to fill your eating window with foods, herbs, teas that burn fat, that actually support your hormones? They're thermogenic. Some of my favorite are adaptogens. My favorite are yerba mate, rhodiola, maca, even ashwagandha, holy basil. You just have more of those during the day and you're gonna feel so much better. Protein, 1 gram per 1 pound of your ideal weight. I already know you mamas, most of you don't eat enough protein, so just aim for that. It's just an easy target. Lots of water, no creams or sugars during your fasting time. But that is gonna be the biggest game changer for the intermittent fasting. You can pick like 16-8, 14-10, whatever you wanna do, just it has to work for you and you can switch it up. That's a beautiful thing about intermittent fasting is you can switch it up based on your schedule. It's so much better than dieting. So if you fall into the category of high cortisol, adrenal fatigue, maybe PCOS, you're stressed out of your mind, you have diagnosed high cortisol levels, then you do not wanna fast like you see people talking about on the internet. This is actually gonna cause more stress to your body and to your hormones, and it actually causes weight loss resistance. So instead, I recommend just a 12-4-4. It's so simple. You're not gonna go more than 12 hours in a fasted state, and try to go about 4 hours in between your meals. You can still sip on your teas and stuff like that. You can have things like MCT coconut oils, but the whole point of that is you're still fasting, but not putting too much stress on your body. Tip number 2 to melt some hormone fat is you have to rest and de-stress. You're internalizing stress. Your cortisol levels are high. It tanks your progesterone levels. That causes weight gain, causes weight loss resistance, lowers your energy, causes that fatigue. It wreaks havoc on women's hormones. And you're not sleeping properly, it's going to lower your dopamine levels, it's going to stimulate your appetite, so you're craving junk food specifically. Your body is just holding on to fat. It's like in survival mode. So my biggest tips for that is you have to practice de-stressing. Your circadian rhythm, so go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain time. I understand that could be a challenge sometimes, but mamas, you have to get your beauty sleep because that's what's gonna keep you looking young and keep your metabolism on point so you can burn off that fat, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna look old way too young. Tip number 3, to melt the belly fat, keep you looking young and keep your metabolism on point so you can burn off that fat, is your gut health. Your gut directly affects your hormones, how you feel, your mental health, your energy, and your focus. So what do you need to do about this? And this is something I've obsessed over. I lost a husband to colon cancer, okay? So I've spent a lot of time researching this and making it super simple for women. The first thing is you wanna have some sort of prebiotics. Fiber is amazing for this because prebiotics, basically you're just feeding healthy gut bacteria. So having fiber every day, most people are really low and not having enough fiber during the day. So find a way to get more fiber into your body. And the other thing is fermented foods is a great natural source of probiotics that's also gonna help feed your healthy gut. Also with the healthy gut is you need to be pooping properly. Do not ignore your poops. If you want me to do another video on poops, let me know and I will do that for you. You need to be pooping every day. You need to be having foods that help with poop. Last but not least, even if you hate working out, do this one thing. Walk 2 minutes after you eat. This is gonna do so much for your hormones. It's gonna help your blood sugar levels. It's gonna help lower your cortisol. Remember we were talking about cortisol earlier. It's gonna help with your digestion. We're talking about gut health and pooping properly. Even if you can give yourself 2 minutes after you eat lunch. I know a lot of you guys are sitting on the computers all day long, or after supper, do that. If you wanna take it to a whole new level and you wanna, stay tight and right in your 40s, 50s, and 60s and beyond, is you need to do some sort of resistance training, even 3 times a week. You will not regret it. This will help your metabolism. It will help with sagging skin because it'll fill you out, and it will just literally turn your body into a fat burning machine. You are worth it. If you want more tips about anything I'm talking about, just drop your questions below and I'm happy to help. Love you guys.